on now. So yeah, so for anyone that's watching this, again, like I always start these, this is Asbjorn, and I pronounce that right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Asbjorn.
Yeah.
And you're based out of Norway or Sweden? I forget.
Norway is
Out
the
of
place.
Norway.
Yeah,
I
in
mean,
Oslo.
instead of going like this, why don't you just introduce yourself, man? Like who you are, where you come from, what you do with your agency, and
Yeah, so I live in Oslo, in Norway, and still live with my parents. Haven't moved out, but planning to do so in the near future, I would say. I have made an agency where we sell solar panels. Work with now about maybe four other people. Some are on the daily, and others is like commission based. And besides that, I'm just living life and trying to build this company up. So yeah, trying to have fun as well. So that's good. That's good.
for sure, man. And like, where were you at in terms of when you joined the call? I think it was back in February of last year, 2023, right?
Yeah. So I just finished like the military service we have here in Norway, which everyone goes through if you are qualified. And I had worked with a friend of mine, Victor, for 2 months. And we didn't really know what we were doing. We're just like trying out stuff and doing stuff. And then I met you, or through YouTube, I met Charlie Morgan and found you. And then we got the program and learned a lot from that. So
Yeah. And,
yeah.
and man, can you just tell me a little bit more about those 2 months where it was you and Victor and you guys were like trying to figure stuff out? If you even remember that time.
Yeah. I remember what we were doing. We were like having this, we called ourselves AV Media before, and now it's Soleklart, the company, but we just like called all different types of niches and we haven't like, wasn't niche specific, which was just like, going out to everyone and just watching YouTube and like not following any program or having any routine or anything. So now it's more we have like a plan and we're just following it. So
Got it. And you guys weren't making anything when you joined us, right?
no, zero, I think. Yeah, we hadn't made anything. No.
Okay. And where are you at now in terms of revenue?
Right now zero as well, but I would say or it's like we have had months which was 10K, and we like build out the system for our clients, and we have like commission based for our clients. So the first client we got live like with the system a week ago, and then our three next clients will be live in a week, and the last client I'm not sure, but we have like a special agreement. So but we're aiming at 10 to 20K each month, following like February, and then
Got it, man.
it's going on. And at summer we will expand to more clients. So we had like the opportunity to go more than 5 clients, but we wanted to just have 5 clients so we could like test the system, does it work, and not like take too many on and not be able to deliver, right? So we're like trying to do as best as we can for these 5. It's a lot of work, but it's like doable. But if we had taken on more, I'm not sure if, even though I use every day to work, so I don't think I would be able to do any more based on so to summer we will start to hire more people to help us out.
So when was the first month that you hit the 10K?
I think it was November or October, I'm not sure.
Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then at that point, it was just still testing out with clients, just getting the service delivery in place.
Yeah.
Say that's what accounted for the like fluctuation, if you will.
Yeah, I would say so. We have like built out the their websites, and like we do this like templates of like this sales system, so they get like this solar template, which all the information of picture with their house with the panels on and all of this like offer basically. And then we get these clients in and we take them through our sales funnel, and we sell them, and then we take commission for each sale we do for these companies. So we are like for the customers we are selling to, it seems like we're selling in not Soleklart, which is my company's name, but in our client's name. So we're like employees basically, or it like seems like for the people we're selling to that we're employees for our clients. So
so how does your pricing work? Is that like a setup fee for each company and then just commission per sale?
Yeah, so setup fee and then commission each sale. So for when we're going to summer and we're going to get on more, we are probably going to like have this monthly fee as well. So we like made it pretty like this, as Charlie Morgan or teaches, like this crazy offer that's too good to say no to. So
it makes sense.
Yeah.
And how does it feel having made 10K in a month, especially considering to like where you?
Yeah, it's nice. I loved it at that time. I got like a bit cocky, and then I realized now that it's important to, as he teaches as well, important to not like get into that feeling, like still know that you're shit, basically, or you have like a long way to go. So I tell myself that I'm not near the place I want to be in a year, 2 years, 3 years. So always, okay, you're not shit, you can do better, keep on, just going on, because the place I want to be is, I'm not near that place. So
makes sense, man. So it's about ego, right? And
it's ego trying to kill that.
And what was it like? I think talking around ego, like what was it that made you book an appointment all the way back in February when we had the call?
It's probably, I remember just watching this YouTube video and I booked a call. I went on the call and then I was like, oh shit, this was expensive. Like I didn't expect that, but was like, yeah, okay. Like I've always wanted to like do something like this, or like make my own company. So I know I just trusted you. I think it seemed like genuine, and it was. So
Would you say that was because of the sales call, or do you think it was because you had seen Charlie like so much on YouTube up to that point?
I just had seen one video of him. I met him from, or like this
You
dude.
had just seen one video?
Yeah, just one video. Actually. And that was that. I got that. But it was a big leap, but it worked out. So I think
It's
it was the
really
right decision.
interesting, man.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys that I've speak to and watched Charlie for, months and months and months and months
Yeah.
before they join us. So that's different. And because on the call, I remember you didn't have the finances in place. Like you wanted to go ahead, but you wanted to like just arrange it if it was like getting a loan or moving some things around.
Yeah.
What was going on through your head? Because obviously, like you lose that excitement of the first call, and then you're actually going through and you're thinking about it for hours and days.
Yeah.
What was going on through your mind, man?
Yeah. So
Right?
in that way, I would say I wanted to do it, but it was like it's a big sum of money, right? And I just had to like get I had to start working at a new place so I could pay this off, and as well as the other business expenses. So I was just like the first months I was still trying to live like this. I maybe used like €100 on myself each month, and that was what I was able to like have to pay everything else off. So it was like that. But what I taught, and I talked with my parents, and they were going to like help me out the first months, and then I pay them back. So yeah.
That's so cool, man. Was this something that like they were very supportive of you starting a business from the start?
Yeah, like it's now they understand that it's serious, but in the start it was a bit difficult to like. Then like this is like a phase, right? It's like you're going to go to the university or study this place. They both have like gone through like university in England and Singapore, and like it's my sister as well. So that me just like jumping off this track and just like fuck that, I'm going my own way. I always believe that you can like university is good, and I support it as well, but it's like I chose this, and I think it's like the same thing basically. You go there, you learn. It's just like you're gathering information. But the bad thing I don't like with university is like it's like this drinking culture. Or I love to drink, but I shouldn't drink. So yeah, it's like you don't. I don't think you're so productive. Like maybe like a lot of my friends or all of my friends, besides a few, go to university. And I see them like they're drinking on not every day, but like 3-4 days a week, right? And they don't do shit, and I like talk to them and how was your day? Yeah, I went to school for 3 hours, and I'm tired now. I'm not going to do anything because that's too much, right? So it's like that's why I think it's better, because now I myself, if I I have like this routine. I still write these what are these notes each day still. So they help me to stay on track and do what's needed. So
I'm laughing, man, because I literally had the same experience at university. Like,
yeah,
I went there and I wanted to work, and I would see my friends if it was a Monday night, if it was a Wednesday night, didn't matter. They were
yeah,
out.
yeah,
And then you feel like a bit like excluded if you don't do the same things. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. That's right. Like you're
Um,
like in the environment, and you're like if you don't do it, like what should you do? It's like
yeah, God forbid you actually study, right?
yeah.
And when like going back to the program, where would you say that you got the most like tangible value from going through this? If you were to look back and like there'd be one or two things where I'm like, this made it worth the investment. Is there something that stands out like that?
Mm, I would say the mindset module is probably only that is like worth it all. Just like changing my mindset and realizing that I had to like work on these things and all of that. Maybe gone through it 10 times now, or something. And as well the how to like close a client as well, like this sales system, how to close them. That was valuable as well. I still use that, and it works well. It's like a lot of these people I've like these companies or like these sales meetings I've had, they are not used to this process at all. It's like, oh, them, well, okay, and like some are like bit like this is not the way, but it's like, or here in Norway at least, but they like it works really well because it's not so common to
Just
have
to,
like this approach that you're like trying to get this trying to hit their pain points. So a lot. Maybe it's I'm not sure if it's common, but it seems like it's not common. I'm
okay.
not sure how.
So just to clarify, do you mean in terms of the way the sales process is structured in general, or are you talking about like the one call?
Yeah, or just like focusing on pain, making them really uncomfortable. Like they like, oh shit, this is like a problem, and they like, shit, why are you doing this? It's like they don't say it, but like it's uncomfortable for me as well, but it's like needed to make them understand that it's we have a problem here, or like not a problem, it's just like it can be much better. And you realizing that it's not that, but it could be, yeah, makes them, oh okay, yeah, let's
That's
do this.
interesting. So
Yeah,
you feel like but there's like a cultural difference almost in a way. As
yeah, a bit, yeah,
Norwegians are usually sold to. But what you're saying is still using the same system. It still works. You're still
yeah,
getting deals out of that.
mm,
And did you
yeah,
have any like self-limiting beliefs when you were doing it? Like, hey, maybe this isn't how people buy in Norway.
yeah, of course. Always it's like this voice in my head, as I think all of us have, that tells us, yeah, it's like a fight with yourself, right? So it's always, yeah, still today, I think it will be like that for the rest of my life, just like how, yeah, how hard you're basically, or yeah, I would say so.
That's why mindset is important, right? Because
Yeah,
those thoughts, they start creeping in, and before you know it, you change a little thing today, tomorrow
yeah,
you change another little thing.
yeah,
1 month, you're gonna have a completely different business, right?
yeah.
Um, and so I think that's why the mindset is so important. I mean, dude, what would you say was the hardest thing? Not just by going through the program, but like actually building an agency. What gave you the most fucking pain? What made you wake up at night?
Yeah. Most pain. It's a lot of things, of course, but
Mm,
or the good thing, I always take like a cold shower when I wake up. So like that's like really painful, and I still hate it. So um, that's painful, or like that starts the day off with like doing the most painful thing, right? So that's painful, but of course it's like I think taking the leap into doing these sales calls, which I've never done before, and being like so not over the top, but so direct, and like just these guys have like this big company. I'm like here in my room, and I've not done anything, and like just going there and okay, not I'm the boss, but like okay, here's the shit, and you have to like just like, yeah, I'm not sparring with them, but like yeah, going there and acting like I'm the shit, right?
mm,
So yeah, that's most probably the most scary, I think. Not maybe the most difficult, but that was scary and difficult. Was difficult as well, but maybe just, yeah, most difficult. Like editing my daily routine and just going from not doing that much to okay, doing everything, or just like doing something that's productive
mm,
every moment.
mm,
So not relaxing and not having this time. I had the moment when I'm not sure if I had like this stress, too much stress, but I started to getting white hairs. I was like, okay, is this like something else, or I'm just like going crazy or something? But then I like, now I'm able to, I meditate a lot, so now I'm able to like, it's fine. Just like doing stuff is like, what else should I really do? It's like just like this normal. I'm just sitting here, not so much. Like I could be outside or like doing something that's like hard for my body, but
mm.
it's not really that hard. So just like not stressing about these things. Before I stressed a lot. Like okay, I have to do this, and I don't want to do this. It's like just stressful all the time. Now it's like yeah, it's just my daily life. So I don't stress about it, I think, that much. I just like just like molded into me. So I don't feel the stress anymore so much. So it's like, it feels better. But it was like this transition over was really, that was difficult. Like getting myself to just become another dude, like molding myself. It's like growing pains, basically. Like
How long do you think you had those for? If you were to look at like those growing pains where you're like
it was
you're like, oh fuck no.
been it was a while. I think like maybe a few months ago it like started to ease up. It was like half a year probably. I had like this, going through it, but it's like it's still there, but I know it better now and how it is. So I know that like this is a good thing because I realize what I get from it, and it's like fulfilling compared to like not doing it. So I think it's a better way because
Dude,
as Charlie says, it's like two pains, right? So you can choose your pain. Yeah.
right. And looking back, like now that you know all this, you've had all these experiences, the stress, the success, and
Yeah.
everything like that, and in between, would you do anything differently? If you were again going through the program or building your agency, is there anything that you would do different?
Like for me, it's like I don't try to look back, so it's hard to say because like things has happened. But maybe just say to myself, you could go harder and do more. It's like, but as well, it's like happened, so I don't know if I should like say anything to it, but what I could do is maybe, I think just work hard. I think because I thought I was lazy a lot of the time when I was starting up. Yeah, and the ego as well, too big ego.
I don't think so, man.
No,
I'm gonna challenge you on the ego thing. I don't think you have that much of an ego.
no,
I recognize that during our call, right? And so
yeah,
when you said that you need to go away and get the money together, like sometimes people use that as like the smoke screen objections, if we will.
yeah,
I remember in your case, man, I was just like, I don't know if he's gonna do it, right? Because there's a lot of like moving pieces that he needs to arrange before he does it. Like he might get nervous and not want to do it, but you didn't have this thing like, oh, I can do it on my own, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's usually where ego
yeah,
starts with
yeah.
somebody that,
True. Yeah,
that
that's. I probably had I had that a bit before. I realized now it's like you're like we're just born here. It's like all this information around us, and how are we going to like just learn from others, right? Because they have like put their time into like learning this stuff and getting the knowledge. So
Let me ask you this, man. Like, why did you not just like watch YouTube videos or just Charlie's YouTube, everything else? Sometimes this is
yeah,
an objection that I
yeah,
get.
yeah.
'Cause, like, there's so much information out there. So, what was it that made you decide that hey, it's worth investing in this program so that I can X? What do you think that was?
Uh, at that time, it was maybe like this, like a relief. Like okay, they're going to help me. Like
Mm.
oh, this is like this golden formula, but there is no golden formula, right? There is like no golden object. And I realize now at least that, of course, I could go out on my own and find everything, but that's like not how you build a business or do anything. Like now I realize that I have a lot of people that I know that I can help me, that can help me to like build this stuff, and I can focus on these things and they can focus on these things. So like I focus on this and you guys like had this like program that was well put together and was like a good product, and you taking the time to like, it's like this singular line, right, that you go through instead of going on your own. It's like all this stuff all over the place, and you have like, yes, I've thought and time into making this, and I will then, it's worth it because I will save time by going in this direction. So I would probably take me 2 years if I went on my own instead of like, yeah, 6 months from learning the program. So I save time, and like time is the most valuable thing. So it's like, yeah, it's like a good investment, I would say. So it's like linear, and you know exactly what you're going to do. Just follow it, and you learn much more in a short period of time. Of course, I could probably learn the same stuff. It would take me 2-3 years, I think, instead of like 6 months.
Makes sense, man. And like, do you ever get this thing where sometimes like you don't know what question to ask? Like you're looking at it and it's a mess and something isn't working, but you don't know what question to ask to be able to fix it. I think from my perspective, that was always why learning from videos was hard, because sometimes I don't know what I'm actually looking for that's going to help fix this problem.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not, or like we have, at least when we're building our business now, it's like a lot of problems that I don't have really anyone to look for, or at least I haven't learned those things for I took a different approach from what Charlie said that I should do. So we're just based in Norway, right? So I would say I'm good at like løsningsorientert, or like problem solving. So if there's a problem, it's like always, okay, it seems like it's impossible. You can just sit there a few hours and find out how to do it.
Mhm.
And always, or at least to this day, we have like found out of all these problems. It just takes time, right?
Mhm.
So I would say that's okay, but at that time I'm not sure why I'm not sure. Because the question was, uh, what was the question again? If,
Yeah, if you just have that situation, man, it's more than just expressing something that I feel. Sometimes like you don't know
uh,
what question to ask, right?
yeah,
Just as a build up from like looking for
yeah,
that's like
that's, at that time I didn't know anything. So it was like, okay, it's like, okay, these guys have done it. They know what to do. Yeah, they can teach me. So,
and just finally, I want to ask you this, like what's the next goals, the next steps in terms of money, in terms of however you want to define it within the agency?
yeah, I would say I'm trying to learn to not, like, actually, I don't know if it's possible, but actually not care about the money. That I just want to sell solar. The reason I picked solar is I have like invested in Tesla since I was like 16. I always like this renewable energy, and like do your part, create something positive, and like do something well for the world before you die. Um, I would say trying not to focus on money, and trying to sell as much as possible and make so much like renewable energy as possible, or like sell so much solar panels as possible. And at least in like this thing I read every day, this like notes, I have 10 clients by, yeah, by summer, I
Mhm.
think. So that's the next goal, I would say.
I see that you're driven by that impact, right? To
Yeah,
make like a more sustainable future.
yeah.
In terms of revenue, in 6 months from now, how much would you need to be making to be like, yes, I am having that impact? What would you aim for? Because obviously the
Yeah,
money becomes like a scoreboard of
yeah,
impact, right?
yeah. I would say with 10 clients, it would be like like it takes time. So next step by summer, I would say 50K each month, and then I think we would start looking into like doing this solar farms instead and going for the big deals. And that's when like we can scale it really up, and like each sale there will be like 100K, right? So we like to few of these sales each month is like a few 100K. So like still, or like I realized this just like a few weeks ago. Have like a client or like a sale for one of our clients, and this guy that we're selling to is like wanting to have a solar farm. I just realized, oh damn, that's a lot of solar panels, but a lot of money as well, right? So it's like this doing the big sales and making these farms. That I think solar is expanding, and it's going to be much more of it in the future as well. So
Absolutely. Dude, it's been a pleasure to talk with you and catch up with you again.
Thank you. You as well.
Nearly 1 year up to this point. And man, like we look back on that initial conversation and like you're a completely different man. Like I remember how anxious and like how skeptical you were. And like I was saying that, you know, I've been through this pain, I've made this money, but like no, I'm not even that stressed. I just do it. And that's all. I think that's like the most wonderful thing to see, rather than money or anything like that. So man,
it is. It's like just how you're with yourself, right? It's just like I think that's more valuable. Not even that I've been at this specific, like I have worked with myself and made myself better.
Yeah,
I was in a much worse place before I got this program, so it like fit me in a place where I'm. It's better. So
absolutely, man. And that holds so much damn value. And we're gonna have another chat. We're gonna catch up when you're making 50, 100K a month. Like I know that it's coming, man, because you've put in so much fucking goddamn work consistently over the past year that it's gonna happen really, really quickly. So until then, man, keep working hard, keep doing what you do, and I'll catch you in the next one, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much. This was a wonderful time. Yeah.
Likewise, man. I'll see you later.
We will. Thank you. Bye.